Hello there, my fellow geeks and nerds. Paul Sun-Hyung Lee here in my geeky basement, welcoming you to the 5th episode of FUNBOXING Sundays, where I basically open up a few of my geeky collectibles, do about a half-assed review, and we chat, basically. Now, for those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy yourselves. And of course, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button, clicking the little bell icon to let you know whenever a new video gets dropped. Now today, I have a very cool bunch of unboxing planned. Of course, there is the Hot Toys life-size collectible figure of the Child, or Grogu, from the Mandalorian TV series, but I also have a couple of premium 4K box sets that I want to unbox for y'all, and there's also a set of SONAR goggles from the video game Splinter Cell that I just picked up from Toys R Us, and if we have some time, something super cool that I got from a galaxy far away, or rather from Galaxy's Edge, Florida, which is far enough away. Of course, let's say hi to the Rogues Gallery. That is the Bitter Brigade, first of all. Hello, Tommy, I see you in the house. And I'm just going to give you a preemptive shut up right now to kick things off the right way. We have our usual suspects here. We have Rice Belly Panda. Hello, welcome. Kevin Lee, how are you? Captain Crispy, hey Chris, how are you? Thomas D is in the house. We've got Steve 3 from Vancouver. How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. We have FBOC Live, who it's your first time here and for the live stream, and so that's fantastic. Thank you and welcome. Jennifer Tinney's in the house. Big Balls, what's up, Appa? Not much. Everything's going pretty cool right now. What's up with you? Joe Galati, how are you? Good to see you here. Daz416, always a pleasure to have you on this channel. Fahad Plays, not really a sneak attack if I broadcast this in advance, but we'll see what we can do at the end of this episode for you. Animexcel, how are you? Melissa K, hey. Mike Wan, here we go. Bitter Asian Crew. Daz416 is saying hi to Melissa. I gotta learn to read these comments before I start reading out the names. We have Leroy's back in the house. Hello, how are you? Panda Magic. And here we go. We're going, Adrian Bramantyo Yogiswara, aloha to you. CBA Jason, hello. Colin, how are you, my neighbor? I hope you're doing well. And yeah, Ruta, how are you? RMD Collective is in the house. You're trying to find them Topps Mando Season 2 trading cards this morning. Couldn't find them. You know what? It's crazy. I wasn't going to buy those cards originally. But then, like, watching all the unboxings and seeing a couple of my cards go up on eBay just kind of made me change my mind. And I went out and I bought a tin. Like, you can get a tin of and I think there's like 5 or 7 packs in the tin. It was like $200. Like, that's extortion. I don't know. Maybe there's some places that sell them for cheaper, but all the stuff that I saw, it was super expensive. Trading cards, I have to admit, I have never really gotten into, except for the old days back when I was like in grade 2 collecting OPC like hockey cards back in the day, but it was just for the gum basically. But seeing these, like what it's turned into, the card collecting business, it's become, it's a machine, and it's kind of nuts, and it's very intimidating too, because you have your base level cards, and then you have your tiered cards, and then you have your autograph cards, and you have your different autograph tiered cards. And then you have your print-plated cards. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty intimidating, and we'll see. I'd like to get an autograph card myself, and I signed like 1,500 of them, so I don't think they're gonna be that rare. But it looks like a lot of people are searching for them, which is kind of cool. Ashley, how are you? Happy Sunday to you too. Kevin's in the house, toying around. Butter Nation represent. How you doing, Kevin? Can't wait till tomorrow's live stream of a Bad Batch Case of the Mondays. For those of you who don't know, Toying Around, Kevin Wong, he's got this fantastic channel where he does unboxings of toys. He also has every Monday a show called Bad Batch Case of the Mondays, where he, myself, and Yoko McCann, we get together and we basically dissect and sort of review the previous Friday's episode of the Bad Batch. So check it out. It's on at 10 o'clock at night. They've 10 o'clock Eastern time. They've accommodated my schedule because I coach my youngest son's baseball team. I'm one of the coaches on that team, and we have practice on Mondays from 8 to like 9:30. So they changed the schedule to accommodate me. I'm very, very thankful for that because I get to do both things, which makes me very happy. Joanne, how are you? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Mr. Rez, hello, hello, hello. Generation X-Wing podcast. How's it going? Is that Rob? Hope you're doing well. Mel Dade is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Caleb Diaz is on the house. Hey, yeah, you are. When are you going to Galaxy's Edge? It's soon, right? You were talking about that last week. Anton Attard is in the house. Hello. Hey, Appa, glad to see you. This will make me happy tonight. You lost your job on Friday. Oh, no. But moving forward and concentrate on being a pilot one day, not an X-Wing pilot. Haha, that's right. You're in training. Keep your eyes focused on that goal. I'm sure you'll make it. And, on to better things, my friend. On to better things. I hope you're doing okay. Bruce L., hello. Jinpei 05, hi, how are you? Welcome back. Daniel Wu, first time from Toronto. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Here we go. CR, good morning. Haircut soon. Oh, man. I need a beard trim. Huge. Need a beard trim. Absolutely. I hear you on that. And I can't wait to go to my buddy, my brother Addy over at Royal Cuts on Coxwell, just south of O'Connor. Anybody? Mel, you know how good his haircuts are. Mike Wan, you know how good Addy's haircuts are. I can't wait to go back and get the master to just trim this beard because it's driving me crazy. Crazy! Gary Lau, hello. No. No to ketchup chips. No. Ketchup chips are garbage. How many times I gotta say this? Garbage. Complete garbage. Oh man. We're just flying through this stuff right now. I've just sort of set this entire stream on fire with that statement. Daz wants me to say, okay, see you. Okay. All right. This is for your child. Okay, see you. Just for you, Daz 416. Yeah, we're talking about, we're getting into the cards. Joe Corona is in the house, and don't forget the sketch cards. Yes, an amazing, he and Ashley both have sets of sketches that they have in the Tops lineup, 2021, Season 2 Mandalorian. Check them out. Check out my Instagram. I've been trying to repost their photos on there. It's tremendous work, and it's super cool to have something in that set. I've never had anything in a card set. I'm new to it. I know Joe and Ashley, you've done it before, so you're veterans in on this, but I never get sick of seeing that. That's like really a bucket list thing. Getting your work or even your face on a Topps trading card. Good Lord, my cup runneth over. My cup runneth over. Global Health Science Institute. Hello from New Mexico. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Big Dog Pound 1. What's up, bitter Asian dude? Not much. What's up with you? Just chilling on a Sunday with a group of my friends. We're going to do some really cool unboxings. I got this gigantic Hot Toys life-sized model of the Child. And, I'm going to do a comparison because I've got right here, that's the Sideshow Collectibles. That's their version of the Child, and I love that. It's beautiful, and from what I hear, the Hot Toys version is better. Is it? We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, no, Daniel, I'm keeping the beard. I need to trim it. It's getting a bit out of hand. It's getting out of hand. I'm worried I'm gonna be combing it one day and a squirrel's gonna run out of it. You know what I mean? It's just getting kind of crazy. Marshall Pyatt, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, guys, don't worry. I'm not. This is my bread and butter right here. I just got to trim it down because I'm starting to feel a bit like Santa Claus, Asian Santa Claus. So I'm just gonna, leave it at that. Okay. Oh, that's really nice. You feel like Dad's saying I feel. I'm gonna put this up here because this makes me feel good. I really feel like I'm watching a way cooler version of Romper Room. I see Mike, Melissa, Daz, Tommy. So this is what I love about this group of people right here. You recognize each other, you chat with each other, you have friendships. It's like minds connecting with like minds. It's a safe place. It's a place where I hope we can encourage each other, help each other up, and man, I'm totally pumped and I'm so happy that you're all here today joining me. Scott Sutherland's in the house. How are you, Scott? Long time no see, my friend. No, long time no see. Anton, I do put beard oil in. It's just it just gets too, it's getting too, I just need it cleaned up a little bit. That's all it is. That's all it is. Here we go. Toying around. Yes. That's right. Good. Follow Ashley and follow Joe on Instagram. Excellent artists, the both of them. Gary saying, I could probably check Mandrake for trading cards. You just checked it for any Mando figures, and there's quite a few figures you missed out on, including the heavily armored Mando that you wanted. Well, I got, I'm saving this for another day, but I'm gonna pull it out right now. I got this still in the wrapper. It is the Hot Toys Heavy Mando. I was finally able to get the Black Series 6-inch version, and then I was like, that's so pretty. I want to see what the Hot Toys version is like. I may have a bit of a problem. I may have a bit of an addiction to Hot Toys. And I've mentioned this before. I think I'm going to stop collecting Black Series 6-inch figs because I love Hasbro. I love the work that they're doing, but their distribution system needs a lot of work. In short, it sucks. And I kind of feel like I'm jumping through hoops to get stuff. Like that last series of the Clone Wars 50th anniversary figures with Anakin, Obi-Wan, Echo, and Hawk was stressful. And collecting stuff shouldn't be stressful. It should be fun. You should be having fun. And yes, some of it, the fun is in the hunt. But it just felt like it's getting more and more like you have to jump through hoops to get these things. And everybody's getting scrambly. And of course, the harder it is to get stuff, the more people start to hoard it and start scalping stuff. And we're losing out on the fact that these are supposed to be for kids too, right? And so they're going to lose out on what we had, like people in my generation, of going into a toy store and being able to see a whole wall of figures and being able to pick them and take them home. Now they go, and before they even get out of the boxes or even hung on display, they're gone. So I think there's something fundamentally wrong with that. I think, we're losing sight. And so I would love to see a modicum of restraint from all parties shown, but I think this would be helped out by better distribution. And if you make enough of the product, the demand drops. And you can do that with a few, but just not so many. So many Toys R Us exclusives, so many Target exclusives, so many Walmart, Walgreens in the States. It's stressful. Whereas Hot Toys, yes, they're way more expensive, but the quality is fantastic, first of all. I mean, if those of you, a couple of episodes ago, you saw the unboxing of the Hot Toys Leia, the Hoth Leia, and that just blew me away because it was just like, it was her. It wasn't wasn't an action figure. It was her. It looked so real. It was kind of scary. And Hot Toys, they retain their value for the collectors out there. If you want to resell them, they retain their value. And, the pre-orders are on for like a year and a half. They take a while to come out, but man, when they come out, it's so worth it. Anyways, I digress. I'm just going on here. I'm sort of just flying through these comments now because I get caught up talking with all of you because you're awesome. Grunge Homer 7, you're not late. Don't worry. We always just sort of, we talk at the beginning. It's all good. It's all good. Leroy's asking, did anyone else hear the news about the Acolyte show? I heard something, but I didn't really get into it. So I'll look into it, but if somebody wants to, somebody wants to share, by all means, comment section is a way to do it. Here we go. Yes, there are a bunch of Kimbits in the house. This is awesome. I love seeing all these comments. Kevin's writing, did someone just snipe Paul's autograph from me on eBay? I've seen like 5 of them out there. The one that I'm really got my eyes on is that actual printing card. It's like 1 of 1. It's like magenta. That's running for like, last I checked, which was this morning, like over, I think it was like $200 Canadian. I'm going to check right now and see where it's at. Because it is kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of insane. Oh, it's now at $214.30 with 2 days left of bidding. Yeah, so I think that's, I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. Here you go. Gary's saying, you don't buy Hasbro, you're already into SH Figure Arts, can't step foot onto something else, and that's it. I think I've come to a point where I have to choose, and I can't have both. And it kills me because I see the stuff that Black Series is coming out with, and it's like, oh no, I want that. It's like, damn it. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in, but I can't. I gotta be strong. I gotta be strong. Keep your eyes on the prize. Yeah. Here we go. The Hasbro. Okay, Gary, you see the Hasbro 1-to-1 Mandalorian helmet on Mandrake for 2,000 yen. That's about $200 USD. Yeah. Yeah, they're in the US, they're about 99 bucks. Here, they're about 150, run you about 180. When they're harder to get, they'll run you even more. They'll run you even more. Here you go. You're getting a hobby box from the USA. Oh! That's nice. Yoko got you one, Kevin? That's nice. Hey, Yoko. I guess I should ask for one, too. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go. Manufactured. Yeah. Yeah. Fear of missing out. Just going. Just going. Jeremy Owen. For the Accolade show, the showrunner hired one writer that had never seen Star Wars before. One out of the whole writer's room. People are losing their minds over nothing. That's it? Just one. I don't. Wow. I think, you know what? It's outrage culture. We're so ready to get outraged over anything. How many writers are in that room? And what would one really fresh perspective bring? I think that would be tremendous. And I think there's something about, as much as we love the idea of fans writing things and knowing what fans like, I think there's something to be said about somebody who can keep the material at an arm's length and not have it to be as precious. You know, when I worked on Mandalorian season 2, that sounded like a terrible flex. But there were people who were working on the show who weren't huge Star Wars fans. I almost said Star Trek. In fact, they were Star Trek fans. It's going to happen. It doesn't mean they're going to do the job, like they're going to do a shitty job. It doesn't mean that at all. You don't have to be an uber fan. It'd be nice, and that's cool, but how about hiring the best writers? How about that? And let's see what they come up with before we that's the thing. Like, let's see. Let's watch it before we start, like, flipping out and, like, boycotting shows and screaming for cancellations. Like, come on. Like, this is why we can't have nice things. We ruin things. So let's a modicum of self-control here. Here we go. Cheers from Northern Ontario. Yes, Rob Earlson. Where from Northern Ontario? I have my sister-in-law lives up in New Liskeard, near Timmins, just north of North Bay, about an hour and a half. She used to live in Timmins, or South Porcupine, to be more precise. So we go up there, Cobalt, the Tri-Town area to visit. She moved a little bit closer now, New Liskeard, so it's good. But welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Omega Weapon 13 is asking, did I pre-order the new Mandalorian Deluxe hot toy? It might be your first hot toy. You know what? You won't regret it. I guarantee you. I'm going to order it, even though I have that back there. This is the Deluxe Season 1. I'm going to unbox it. Man, it looks gorgeous. And they've got the new chrome-plated armor. The production value on it, and we'll see when we open up this Hot Toys Grogu, you can see firsthand what you're gonna get. So the quality is amazing. Here we go. The dude that wrote, okay, Jeremy Owen saying exactly the dude that wrote Rogue One. I can alliterate. And his showrunning Andor was not a Star Wars fan, but that was great. There you go. Tommy K. I imagine if Twitter was around like it is now when Lucas started doing edits to the original series. Yeah. I don't think he would have cared, though. Like, honestly, George Lucas seems to me to be the guy that just sort of always has gone to the beat of his own drum. Like, you look at his other work, and he's always been just George. So I don't think he would have let it bother him. There you go. Ashley's writing, that's what the Lucasfilm Story Group is for. Keeping everything on canon. A fresh perspective is awesome. I agree. And that's why you're my favorite, Ashley. Vale A, hi from Vancouver. You're getting toasty out there. It was hot here in Ontario today, boy, I tell you. Yeah, it was humid. The heat don't get you, the humidity will. Yeah, it was hot. It was like a wet blanket hot. But it was okay because it was freezing last week. So I'll put that. I'll take that. Michael Ameza, cheers from Sutton, Ontario on Lake Simcoe. Which Star Wars show are you most looking forward to if you can pick just one? Cassian Clay. Cassian Andor, Ahsoka, or Lando? Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with Cassian, just because we know the least about him. And I love Diego Luna's performance in Rogue One. Rogue One fast became one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Here comes Podrick. Here he comes. What's up, Stink Bomb? What's up? Of course you want up here, right? Of course. I've got all my stuff here, preset. Sorry, my dog wants on. Of course, right? What do? I don't push the dog away. Oh no, wait. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Come here. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Here, it's clear. Here. Come on. Come on. Hey. He's not moving. Podrick, come. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Up. Here, get up. No, what are you doing? He just circled around and lay down on the floor. So after I moved everything for him, right? That's what you do for your dogs. And then that's your kids. Justin, how are you? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I need to get in touch with you because I'm so sorry. You emailed me a while back about getting back on the show. I'd love to go back on and see the next phase of what you've come up with in terms of that 1/6 scale sculpt custom figure. Here we go. RMD Collective, you want the Hot Toy swoop bike with Grogu. Yeah, because there's the swoop bike on its own and then the new deluxe Mandalorian set. Yeah, it's a steep, slippery slope. So, oh, Steve, you shaved off your beard, eh? All right. Yeah, Justin, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to compare the two of them. It's Mammoth, the box. The Hot Toys box is Mammoth. Just give you a sneak preview right here. This is it. It's at maximum. My overhead camera is at maximum. Like it's out, zoomed out the furthest it can be. Podrick enters the room. Drink. That's great. That's a good idea, Mike. Moises Lopez. Hey, Paul, have you noticed a new love for prequels from the newer generation of Star Wars fans? Always loved them since their release. You know, yeah, I think the newer fans, I mean, I think the prequel movies really were for a younger audience. And some of the OG Star Wars fans, like myself and others, didn't really take kindly to them. But, I mean, the movies they weren't designed specifically for us. And I think that's okay. I mean, like a lot of what was going on, people were complaining because, oh, it's not like the Star Wars that I knew. And it's like, well, it wasn't really supposed to be, right? And that's the one thing I think we need to remind ourselves of whenever we're consuming these new stories. Like, they're new stories. If you want to watch the original trilogy, watch the original trilogy. It's really easy. The new stuff, the prequel stuff, the sequel stuff has no effect on my enjoyment of the original trilogy from my childhood onwards. And for those who decry and say, my childhood has been ruined, come on, grow up. Grow up. Something that's happened in your adult life isn't going to ruin your childhood. It's not going to taint it. It's none of that. It's just they're different movies, and you might not like them, but that's okay, because there's a whole generation of kids who love them. That's okay. That's what keeps these franchises relevant. You got to move off in different directions. Otherwise, it's just like the same movie again and again and again. I'm not going to mention any movie, other movie franchises like that. Bond. But, you know, I'm kidding. I love the Bond movies. I'm really looking for No Time to Die, even though it's got the Love Boat font. You got to be of a certain age, but when you see it, you can't unsee it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Mike, I did tell Tommy to shut up right at the beginning. I got that right out of the way at the beginning, so there you go. Glenn Shibu, greetings from Ireland. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment, too. And welcome. Welcome. It's late for you. Late. Hope you don't have to work or go to school tomorrow. We're going. They're having... Okay, Justin saying, be careful with the mouth on the Hot Toys one. Keep it open 99% of the time. Otherwise, the skin under the chin will split due to the stress on the silicone. All right. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that under advisement. I'll put a big stogie in his mouth. So it'll be like Grogu when he's all like, ah, when he's jaded and bitter. I'll make you a star, he said. Scott, you recognize the case. You picked up the Obi-Wan Episode 1 lightsaber last time you were at Galaxy's Edge. That case is not Obi-Wan's. Cases are similar. What's inside? We'll find out if we have time. All right. Hey, Mark Daniel Miller. Howdy from Austin, Texas. I loved Austin. I want to go back to the South by Southwest Festival. First time I was there was like a couple of years ago to visit then. I loved it. Now I know what to expect and I know how to plan out stuff better. Austin, loved it. Loved Austin. What a great film town. What a great nerd town. And yeah, I got to go to Draft House Alamo and really experience movies there. And of course, the barbecue, which is fantastic. All the food in Austin was tremendous. So here we go. Gary's saying Toronto's not humid enough to melt the silicone off Hot Toys figures. You've had your Storm Riders whispering wind from Hot Toys for years. Silicone Arms is still in mint condition. All right, here we go. Okay. Yes, it is happening. Yes, South by Southwest is happening again next year. Lots of stuff on the bucket list to get to. But speaking of getting to, let's get to this behemoth. This is, again, the Hot Toys life-sized masterpiece LMS013 The Child collectible figure. And it's the box. I spit all over the box, thus ruining the resale value. Who am I kidding? I'm not selling this again. It's mine. It's heavy. It is heavy. This is here. It's a slipcase. Look, it doesn't even fit. Shake. It doesn't even fit onto the tail. I'm like zoomed out max. This very reminiscent of the pram. Obviously, I think it was the egg. Here's the back. With the boring writing, the warning, do not eat the small parts, be careful. Now this is a slipcase. As you can see, here's the top. It says, yeah, it's Star Wars, but it's upside down. So I'm going to remove this slipcase right now. And I'm going to try not to crease it. And Podrick, of course, you're in my discard zone. Why? Because nothing can be easy, right? Woohoo! Okay, so I've opened it up, and right off the bat, this is the pram, the eggshell that he was in. It's gorgeous. It looks like it's just a big flip top, much like a cigarette case. How do I know what cigarette cases were like? Shut up, Tommy. I'm just throwing that out there because why not? Yeah, the box is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's the packaging is something that they make it so you don't want to throw it away. They make it so you don't want to throw it away. And yes, Visions. This is the second warning I've gotten about being careful with the mouth, and I will. I'm gonna. This is near impossible. So I'm just gonna do this. And to give you an idea of the scale of it, my head's pretty huge. So this is about 3 of my heads. So pretty big. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna flip him. Whoa! Look at that. There he is. It's a baby Grogu. Boo, 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 boo. He looks. That's fantastic. I can see his teeth. Can you see his teeth? Hold on. There's a little bit of teeth. Look, you can see his teeth. Oh, get my face out. Look at that teeth. Look at the teeth. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be so much fun. I am at a loss as to how it's so... I got to... I don't have that much space, so I'm going to do this. You know, it'd be a lot easier if Podrick was in the way. I need to reorganize my stuff because my dog is taking up the space. Talk amongst yourself while I struggle with this. I hope I don't drop it like I did with the other one. That was so dumb. I think it just slides out. I'm going to try and slide this out. Must do. Can't. No. Okay, well that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. It's like a big cigarette case. Give me a small king size Grogu, please. Extra mild. Extra mild. All right. Let's give us this. Oh, here's the overhead shot. And once again, it is the it's got the clamshell on. It's the disturbingly sort of lifelike, so it looks like it's a corpse on a table. Yes, Tommy, he's suffocating. Shut up. Yeah, no, this is disconcerting. So let's free him from his plastic prison. Justin, I don't know how you do this so smoothly on your channel, but you know what? Probably because you've done so many of them. Ah, look at that. Look at that. There's one. Oh, you know what? I should be smarter. Take this, put it back in the box. There you go. Ooh, I am so smart. SMRT. Okay, so looks like it's double layered. There's Grogu here on the top. I like that there's little bits of foam to protect the tips of the ears. The skin is soft and pliable. It's gonna zoom in here so you can see. You can squish his little head. Squish it. This is way. Oh my God, that's. Remember when I was talking about being on set and feeling the hero Grogu? This is actually kind of what it's like, because it's the silicone, and that's the shit right there. You can squeeze his nose. I got goosebumps. This is so cool. So super cool. Okay. I'm going to gently lift him out of the box. There we go. Ooh, it's like you have a real baby. And then, so I got him right here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's posable. Right there. You can move the hands and the little legs. Yep. And there's replaceable ears. You can substitute. You can switch out the ears to give him different expressions. Hello. Yes. You just want to. And the hair. They've got the hand punched hair as well. It's so wispy and not on the ears. And the mouth is. It's so soft. I'm almost afraid to do any of that. How do you? I'm gonna wreck it. What's gonna happen? But you can see hello. You can see them. You can see right here. He's right here. He's squishy. He's a bit squishy. He's a bit squishy. I love that. Love that. You can. I'm almost afraid. I'm almost afraid to move it too much. But yes, you can. You can move the head. It's like. He's choking me. No. That's cool. You are super cool. This is, yeah. The fact that you can move the parts. He doesn't feel like, and I love the Sideshow collectibles. He looks like he's pouting. I swear. Anyways, but the fact that he's posable makes him feel more real. If that makes any sense. This one is beautiful, but feels like a statue because it's so rigid. This feels more like a little bit more lifelike. That's creepy but awesome. I'm gonna remove. No, I'm not. I'll remove them later because I'm worried that where can I put you? I don't want. Okay. Let's get back to this. So there's another layer here, and underneath we have. Sorry, Patrick. Oh, it's just plastic, you big baby. Right here. There you go. And Podrick's just right there. Being a big chicken because a piece of plastic touched him. Dogs. Dags. So, okay, we have a base here. Swappable hands and feet. No posable hands. We have right here the ball. Replaceable ears. Ooh, there's the little pendant. Okay, you got it. Stay right here. Don't run off now. Don't be eating any frog eggs. I love this triple stack system. This triple stack system is just. Here you go, Justin. You know what? Having seen the Hero Child on set, which you think comes closer likeness wise? It's got to be Hot Toys, just because. Of the silicone and the squishiness of it, the posability, it just feels way more like the one that I of course I was handling the hero version of it. So here we go. Yeah, Melissa K, you're right. You're absolutely right. That it is more realistic, and I am treating him more like a baby. Again, it feels like more of a. I just feel like I have to. Whereas with the statue, so you can sort of. There's a bit of that, but not as much. Okay, so here we have. This is a Mandalorian. The emblem, right? It's not metal. It's a plastic. Can you hear that? But it's great. Hangs around Baby Grogu's neck, and then we have the base here, which is quite lovely. It's Star Wars The Child. We have nice little instruction sheet. That'll be good. Now I'll be able to learn how to. This is a posing pole. I would imagine. Swappable hands. Yeah, these are all hands. 4 sets of hands, not just 1 set of feet. Different ears and the ball. The ball! Which is very light. Lighter than the sideshow one. There's no magnet attached to it. I would imagine that some of the hands would have something that you could screw it onto, because it looks like that's what it is. No, not there. Perhaps here. Well, perhaps the ones that are already on his hands. Anyways, but that's that right there. Instructions. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We got, oh, there's a fury of comments that's going on. Oh, Justin. Nice. For the mouth, here we go. For the mouth, it's super scary at first. The easiest way to do it is to just shove your finger in there and ratchet down the lower jaw. You know, I'm always wary of any instruction that says just shove your finger in there. Lots of bad experiences in the past. I won't get into that, but thank you so much for the advice, Justin. Carolina, do you have a shelf to place them in, or do you just freely put them anywhere in your room? I'm going to be swapping out. So these boxes back here, they're all going to go, and that's going to be the hot toy shelf right there. Christina Rivera is saying that you're never removing the mouth after people said because it breaks over time when you open it and close it. Yeah, like anything else, I think it's the wear and tear will affect for sure the strength, or the, what is it called? Not the fragility, the integrity of a piece. Okay, so these are the instructions. Wrong button. These are the instructions right here. Very simple, very clear on how to swap them out. The arms move 45 degrees up and down, 90 degrees back and forward. The feet 60 degrees, 60 degrees. How to swap out the hands. And on the other side, how to place the ball. Oh, there is a magnet. There's a magnet. Didn't look like there was a magnet. Ah, see, you have to put on the necklace, you have to remove the ears. And for the mouth, how to open and close the mouth. And yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Stick goes someplace very, very uncomfortable. You gotta pretty much give Grogu a dongjin with a clear plastic stick. What's the matter, Podrick? Do you want to go up on on here now? Is that what it is? After all this, this is what you want? Okay, hold on a second. Oh my god. Buddy. Okay. There, go. There. You happy? Now he's up. Where? Right there. Don't give me those moon eyes. Now he's up. Yeah, this stick goes. Let's see if I can do a side by side. Let's see if I can do a side by side. Hold on a sec. I just need to pack this stuff out of the way. And again, this would have been made easier if a certain canine hadn't come and messed everything up here. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. Yeah, Daniel, you know where this stick goes. You know where this stick goes. Looks, Kevin Lee saying, looks like the color is colored slightly lighter than the other one. Yeah. We'll see, because we're going to do a side by side. I just need to put this. You know, just put this in the box and then it'll be out of the way, just in case Podrick wants to climb back out again. Why would he want to do that? I'll tell you why. To bring me to despair. Because that's what he does. That's what he does. Alright, so I'm going to do this. And I'm going to feel my big fat ass there. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Just remove him from his base. Here, hold this, Patrick. Ah! Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So, Hot Toys, Sideshow. Very, very similar. In paid application, it looks like. From what I see, the Sideshow has a bit more red here, the stippling. It's not as blended in as the Hot Toys. Oh my god. Hot Toys. You can squish. Look. I touched it and squish. Hot Sideshow, more like a statue. More like a statue. Now you can see as well, I think just the ability to change the shape of the mouth. Ah! Right there. Ah! Makes a difference. He is, this version, the Sideshow version, forever in pouty mode, which is fine, which is awesome. Posability. You can move the arms, you can pose. Sideshow, no. Now you can look at the differences in the cloaks here. This is much more elaborate with Sideshow, it looks like. Hot Toys, it's stitched on. You can't really remove this easily as you can. With the Sideshow, you can. I actually do. I kind of like the Sideshow version better. I kind of like this better, to be honest. It just feels more. It's more detailed in it. Yeah, no, it's just the little details there. I mean, this is not to say that this is a rag or is terrible too, but I'm really. I think I like the cloak. Somebody's asking, can I swap those parts with the other Grogoos? I don't know. I mean, I don't see why not. They're the same scale. The level of detail is still great. I mean, you know what though? It's the silicone. It's the softness that really, really sells it. And the fact that you can change the ears as well to affect different expressions is there too. But I mean, man, hero, stunt, they're both gorgeous pieces. They're both. And honestly, I'm not going to play with this. I'm not going to be running around like, again, this is for posability. This has many more options, but this is still a stunning piece. You look underneath the robe. This is, you can see, I think I did this last week. He's got the Kermit the Frog and the chicken legs, which is hilarious. And for this one, it's more of There's a padded undersuit, and you can see the ball joints for Grogu here. There you go. So that's them side by side. Mike, hard question for Paul and Twing Around. Would you take a lifetime subscription to Hot Toys Star Wars figures or second season of Bad Batch that is exclusive to you? What does that mean? Like just the figures? The Bad Batch figures, Mike? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'd get the lifetime subscription to the Hot Toys because there's so many different figs out there that Hot Toys is producing and just cranking out. I'd rather get that. I would rather get that just because collectibles are more fun when you can share them. So I think that, in my opinion, that's what I'd go with. That's what I'd go with. Here you go. Swap the clothes out. Yeah, you could switch cloaks. I think so. Das416 is saying you like the face on the sideshow better, as well as the cloak. Yeah, the cloak is nicer. But I love the fact that you can, it's the softness. It's so much more real. It feels, again, beautiful, but very much like a statue. This feels real. It's weird. But yeah, it makes a big difference. Do you see the mustard stains? Irie Visions is asking, do you see the mustard stains on Hot Toys robe? It's not showing bad on yours. Mustard stains. I don't see any. I'm not seeing any. Mustard stains. Do you see any? Here. Let's go to this. Oh, you're talking about the dye job on the cloak? Some of it's a bit uneven. Is that what you're saying? Might be some of the light. I don't know. I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything. Stephen Wong's in the house. How are you? Would Grogu be hot or cold in real life? Oh, that's a good question, Chris. That is a good question. I think he's an apex predator. I think he would be... I'm going to keep it a little bit more. There you go. Just like that. Oh my god, he looks so cute. Look at those cheeks. Just going through here. Ashley's saying, Hot Toys look more like a baby. I love it. Sideshow used legacy effects molds for theirs. We don't feel like it was executed well enough. Huh. Yeah, you know what? It's funny because I actually spoke to somebody who did the cloak for legacy effects, and so I think that's why it makes sense that the sideshow cloaks are actually more screen accurate, because they actually had the seamstress or the designer make this cloak for them, which is really cool. So Kevin saying you'd rather be in Bad Batch. Was that what the question was? Whether we'd rather be in the Bad Batch for season 2? I didn't get that. I didn't get that from there. Stephen Wong saying, hey, you're doing well, loving this unboxing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Melissa K, as a hobby sewist, I'd rather get on the Hot Toys and make my own. Yeah, you'd rather get the Hot Toys and make your own robe. Maybe even try your hand at weathering it, a bit like Adam Savage did. Yeah. This is what I love. It's people who are modding and in their minds improving the stuff that they get, because you don't have to, just because you buy it that way doesn't mean you have to keep it that way. And if you want to mod it, and that's a whole other community which is cool, the modders who go and they will change up and enhance or take something that is pre-existing and modify it to something that they want, that they find more pleasing. And I think that I love that. Okay, so yeah, Marshall, it is really cool that you can change the mouth opening on this. This is again, I can't say enough about how cool this is. I'm glad I have them both. They're both for display. This one is, like, honestly, I have to say though, I'm enjoying that. I think my favorite right now is, it might be because it's new and it's flashy, but it is the silicone that and the posability that really make this Hot Toys a big winner for me. So that's awesome. I love that. I love that. Let's see if I can get these back out. So, yeah, Justin's saying that here. Whoops. Let's do this. Sideshow worked with Legacy on it. People think they use the same molds as the show prop, but they didn't. Legacy made the new molds especially for the statue. All right. All right. Yeah, and Tommy. Tommy's saying a mouth opening is a game changer. Yeah, I bet it is for you, eh? Shut up, Tommy. No, I'm just kidding. I think it is. Yeah, I say it changes the expression. You can change the expression on Grogu's face. You can change the look, and that for me is value when you can do that. So it's not just a static. And there's nothing wrong. Like don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with having a static statue. But if you have the option, you know, why not? I will have to say the price points on these are vastly different. This one was about, I think I got this on pre-order, so it was a lot cheaper because I ordered it when it first came out. It's like $375 American. These ones, they're you know, a little bit more expensive than that. I'd have to say they're a good like $150 more, but you get your money's worth when you're talking about the what you get with the Hot Toys. Always. And you know, again, it is the interchangeable ears, the hands, the posability of it, which really makes it for me a big winner. Although the cloak, Sideshow wins hands down for the cloak. Just the detailing on the cloak wins it for me, and especially here this clasp. There's a little magnetic clasp right there, right? You can. There's a zipper in here, so you can unzip it easily. This is more of a, yeah. It's sewn on. Yeah, that's about it. It looks like you'd have to yank it off like a sweater. So Kevin's writing that $410 for Hot Toys right now on Sideshow, but they don't. Sideshow doesn't sell the this version of the Child. They actually Hot Toys. I got this from a third-party seller in Toronto called Mother Base. I think they had a whole whack of them. A whole whack. They had it was available, and I was able to find it. I know on eBay they're going for like close to $700 or $800 on eBay. So it's expensive. It's expensive. And that's right, Mike. $410 US. That's like 99. It's like 100,000 Canadian dollars. Close. Justin's writing, I've been tempted to swap the robes too. Might be a bit challenging with the stitching on the Hot Toys robes. Yeah, but you know what you could always do with the Hot Toys robes? I was gonna say you could just there is a seam here, right? You can just rip it. Rip the stitches here, and then you can, you know, redo the seam and put Velcro on it to make it easier. This is so much easier to just remove, and it'd be a snap to put back on. So you could do that. All right, I'm going to slowly put this back, and I'm gonna let you gaze lovingly into the eyes of the Hot Toys. Hot Toys Grogu, as he stares deep into your soul, saying, buy me now." Do a lot of people who are watching right now, do they have any Hot Toys? Are they interested in any? Oh, Podrick, this would be so much easier if you weren't here. There we go. Okay, Grogu. Okay. And then, of course, you have the different Grogus that are available on the market, right? You just can't. I can't stop with just one. You gotta have all the Grogus, and the little plush Grogu, and the little Black Series 6-inch, the 6-inch version Grogu. Gotta have them all. You can't stop with just one. Like potato chips. Can't stop with just one. Right? Right. Here you go. You've got 4 Hot Toys You got 4 hot toys, Mike? Not Mike. Kevin. Mike was just above there. Yeah, go back to the ass cam. I bet you'd like that, Daniel. My friend Daniel. Hey, I got that Fallout helmet. Screaming for your name. I'm running out of room, and I gotta start purging soon. So I've got. I just had. I accidentally, Kevin, you're gonna get a kick out of this. I accidentally ordered 2 first order TK helmets. One from EB Games and one from Hasbro Pulse. So now I have 2 of them because I lost track of my pre-orders. Shut up. Yeah, Joe, you've got 5 Grogoos. You can never have enough. RMD Collective, you have a Beskar Mandu. That's Korean dumplings. You have Beskar, Mando, and Grogu, and pre-ordered the Captain Rex. Yes, I did too. And I have a Commander Cody that I tracked down on eBay. That's coming. So another unboxing coming up. Ryan Cam is asking, do I have the animatronic Grogu? No, not yet. But your daughter loves hers. I bet. I mean, it's so cute, right? Yeah, Bruce L, you should be scared to start buying hot toys. You should be very, very scared. It's so slippery, so expensive. Anton, you have 0 hot toys. Can't afford that many. Maybe one day you'll buy one, but that'll be dangerous for me. It's dangerous for... Yeah, hot toys, I'm not going to lie. They're expensive. And I would have been like... The old me would have been like, what? In fact, the old me was, what? How much for what? But there is value in it. I mean, as a collector, it's like, if I can find the funds to buy all these Black Series 6-inch figures and stuff like that, you know, for me, it was that shift in attitude of like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut back on Black Series. I'm not going to buy every single Black Series that comes out now. I can't be that completist guy, thank God. But I'm going to get more value for the money. So it's teaching me patience in a way, because you save up for it, and then you buy it, and then you have it. And the lovely thing about Hot Toys, they retain value. I got that Hoth Leia from a friend of mine. He wasn't going to be unboxing it anytime soon or putting it on display, and he thought, it's such a great piece, it needs to be displayed. And so he sold it to me, and you know, gave me a really good price on it. And that's what it's about, right? This community, it's finding those collectibles that you want, and being able to enjoy them and celebrate them and put them on display. So that's the idea. Joe is saying, Paul, you have baby Grogu on a frozen planet with a damaged ship, but you did save his life. Hey, you know what? I didn't know Grogu was in that ship. Captain Teva didn't know Grogu was on that. All he saw was some reprobate Mandalorian who lied, then ran, and then got his ass saved by us. And for all those people who's like, well, why didn't they help him fix his ship? That wasn't their job. These new Republic pilots, they're patrolling the Outer Rim looking for bad guys, and their job is not to help dudes who run from them fix their ship. So I think that's the thing. He's lucky, Mandalorian's lucky they didn't bring him in. So that's how I answer that. Tommy K, your collection will pay for your kids' homes. That's if I sell them. If. Yeah. Boxed or unboxed figures, I think Splick is asking. I'm a little from column A, a little from column B. I have to admit, I have gone down the road where I've bought 2 of one figure, if I like it, and one is for display. The other one is boxed in case I want to trade it or sell it together as stuff, right? I think that's every collector kind of has. I know people who buy 3 versions, one to open, one to get signed, and one to keep mint. So there is that. It's like whatever floats your boat in that sense, and whatever you want to do with it. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. It's like, what can you afford and what do you like to do, and find that joy. Yeah, Colin, you're absolutely right. You're saying the more you collect, the more you have to come up with rules about what you can collect, because as you can see, it can get out of hand. I'm going to pause for a nice little drink, and while I pause, what's that? Somebody's asking how to get one of these really cool hats. Well, you can get them this way. We are working on getting the shipping prices down for the hats. I apologize for that. Having a meeting actually tomorrow or Tuesday with the gang at Pigeon Row, and we're going to talk about how we can bring costs down for postage, because it's kind of ridiculous that it's so expensive. So I apologize for that. But stay tuned. Some changes are coming. And again, the Represent hats are up and for sale on the website. And if you want, please, by all means, order some. I'm going to get rid of that now. Ashley saying you have several. Haha. You have on pre-order Bo-Katan, both Clone Wars and Mandalorian Ahsokas, right, with Grogu. Boba Fett deluxe set. I have like 6 of those, so if you want one, I can probably help you out. Mandalorian Grogu deluxe set. Revenge of the Sith Rey, Rex, and Clone Wars Anakin. Yeah, all very difficult to get. Ryan Belanger is asking, do I have a favorite member of the Bad Batch? Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking right now it's Tech or Echo, to be honest. Hunter is just too much of an irresponsible dad. Wrecker used to be my least favorite, but he's really, really starting to grow on me now. And we've talked about that on Bad Batch Case of the Mondays. And yeah, I think, but right now I just like the dry wit of Tech, because he's kind of like, well, of course it's like this. What are you, stupid? Like that's the subtext of everything he says, basically. Echo is all like, why are we doing this? Like, why is this going on? Why is this so hard? Wrecker is just like, I just want to play. And so, yeah, I like those 3 Hunters. Hunter Crosshair is just an asshole. I mean, he's written that way, and you got to have a good bad guy. But, yeah. Oh, Omega. That's right. Thank you, Caro. You like my shirt? It says Appa. It's an older shirt. Got it a while ago. I like it. I dig it. If you read Hangul, it's fun. Yes, Melissa, you can. Oh, good for you, Melissa. Look at that. Check quick reflexes. Hot Toys, Paul Sun Young Lee figure. How do we make this happen? Dude, man, I'd just like to get on Mandalorian Season 3. Let's start with that. I don't know. Panda Magic, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Gonna miss out on some of the other cool things I'm gonna unbox very soon, but you can catch it on replay if you want. Jeremy Owens writing, Targets are finally starting to limit order quantities on these exclusives now, so they're less frustrating to pre-order. Well, that's good, unless but somebody's gonna create a bot to have to create several accounts and just get them that way. I mean, unless they can fix like the shipping or the pickup orders or something like that, it's people find a way. Scalpers find a way. Always. Yeah. Always. Yes. Charles Stevens saying not enough toys to go around because someone keeps buying and forgetting they pre-ordered. Look, man. I'm trying, okay? I'm going to return one of the helmets to EB Games. It's going to go back. And the Deluxe Boba Fett's, well, the thing is, you can still get them. I mean, if they were really hard to get and they were not, I'd be like, hey, I got 6. But it's like you look at them and like, oh no, there's like 60 in stock. I have a knack of of accidentally ordering the most common action figures. I mean, that's me. It's like, oh yeah, no, these will be very rare. It's like, no, they never are. That's my superpower. That is my superpower. Mandalorian, why not Book of Boba Fett? Yeah, no, it's all the same, Thomas D. You're pulling a Tommy. Tommy. Not going to tell you shut up. I'm saving that for Tommy, though. But yeah, no, absolutely. They're both in the same universe, same time. Yeah, they just finished shooting Book of Boba Fett, though, so guess that ship sailed. Chris Johnson Music. Book of Boba Fett's coming in a couple of months. Do you think it will have ties with Mando or the future Ahsoka series? I think absolutely. There's going to be a cross-sectionality happening with all these these different shows. Not franchises, they're all the same franchise. But it makes sense. And much like what Marvel did, the MCU, and what they're doing right now with like WandaVision, Falcon and the Snow... Falcon and Winter Soldier, or Captain America and Winter Soldier, and now with Loki, there's going to be that cross-sectionality, and they're building up the the next phase of the Marvel Universe. So I think really cool. We didn't get an Incinerator Trooper Hot Toys. Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't need... Oh, no. Ashley! I thought that was cool. I have an Incinerator Trooper. I thought that was super dope. That was super dope. I'll take... That's cool. I liked it. I like it. I have it. I'm going to unbox that one, too. And maybe one day I'll be able to unbox a version of myself. And then we can really, really dive into whether it's accurate or not. Okay. I'm gonna take you this little, look at this. Oh, the ears stabbed me in it. The ears aren't soft. That's all, honestly, they made the ears soft. This would be a slam dunk winner. But until then, look at, smiling, baby Yoda. Yay, okay. In the basement product, hello from Calgary, my hometown. My hometown, Calgary, Alberta. I grew up in the Northwest, and I went to Corpus Christi Elementary, St. Helena Junior High, Sir Winston Churchill High School. My dad had a fish and chips restaurant, 4th Street and 40th Avenue, right across the street from James Fowler High School. My mom had a Mac store in Foothills Plaza, right near McMahon Stadium. My hometown. No, what? What is this? Justin's Collection saying you found out that for future toy merch, there's a mandate that the Slave one has been renamed to Boba Fett Starship. I think it has something to do with the name Slave. Just saying. That's probably it right there. I don't think it's a bad thing. Hey, Kevin's, thank you for the donation. What accessories would Hot Toys Paul come with? Now, you're talking Hot Toys Paul like me or like Captain Teva or Tiva? Because those are different things, Kevin. Those are different things, Butter Baron. Hey? Butter Nation hasn't got an answer for that. If it were me, it'd come with my trusty farting sidekick, Podrick. Probably one of my kids. A hat to hide the bald spot. A box of collectibles. And a sign that says no ketchup chips. If it's Captain Carson Teva, well, he needs a 280 blaster. And his helmet, obviously. Flight gloves, boots, little badge for Cara Dune. And a little compact that he carried around when he was talking to Grief Karga. And a Leafs jersey. Steve, you're kicking me while I'm down. You're kicking me while I'm down. But hey, because of the Leafs, 25,000 people got vaccinated at the Scotiabank Plaza. There you go. There you go. Tommy K. Paul, you need to say in your best Werner Herzog voice, I would like to see the baby. I would like... You know what's creepy? Not creepy. It's kind of funny. So Miles, when we first started watching The Mandalorian, they were playing the trailers, and there was Werner Herzog saying, what was that line? Bounty hunting is a complicated profession, wouldn't you think? And Miles nailed it. Bang on. Frightening how he was able to channel Werner Herzog. Yeah, just absolutely nutty. I'm just going to get this set up now. All right, we're going to take a bit of a break from Star Wars. I know, right? Blasphemy. What are we going to talk about? Well, for those of you who don't know, I not only collect toys and action figures and other collectibles, but I'm really into physical discs, so movie collecting. It started off with my VHS collection. My big caveat was it had to be widescreen, none of this pan and scan garbage that was out there. I know some people like it, and that's awesome, but for me, what really sold it for me was watching a widescreen version of Die Hard and comparing it to the pan and scan. And there's that scene where Sergeant Al Powell, he first goes to Nakatomi Plaza and he's walking through because there's been a complaint of gunfire, and he's just walking through. And in the pan and scan version, which is basically a cropped version of a widescreen, so you get the 4x3 box, he walks and he's like, forget this, and he leaves. And he just looks lazy. In the widescreen version, what is cut out is there is a terrorist with a gun ready to assassinate him should he go around the corner, and him turning around actually saves his life. And now you lose that in the pan and scan version, and that's why I was like, you know what? Widescreen. That's the way the filmmaker intended it to be seen. That's the aspect ratio. That's what it should be like. And so I've been a huge fan of widescreen like since then. So it started with VHS. I like collecting movies. I worked at Blockbuster Video. One of my best jobs, my favorite jobs ever, working there. And so then DVDs came out. And that was a game changer because suddenly you had all these, instead of the scratchy VHS copies, you had like, oh my god, high definition video, right? And like the picture quality and clarity just seemed so far ahead of VHS. And then of course Blu-rays came out. And with Blu-rays it was like, oh my god, I have to buy these movies again in a different format. And that was True HD, which I loved, and it was just like, okay. And I learned that it was just like one huge geek tax, and when I jumped from format to format, you know, it was expensive, but then I learned, okay, only get the movies that you really, really like. 4K. Of course, right? 4K. You gotta get better than Blu-ray, better than 1080p. So 4K, and with the 4K TVs, OLED TVs, different color, blah, blah, blah. So, I started collecting them, and it got to the point where it's like, you know, I'm buying the same movie again and again and again. And I love these movies, but I'm not really getting a lot of value for it. And really, the jump from Blu-ray to 4K isn't as spectacularly huge as like from VHS to DVD or DVD to Blu-ray, right? So, oh, Daz is going, I've bored you enough. Good night. Thank you. So, now what I've gotten into is collecting these. Now, these are premium 4K movies, and this is of a John Landis film, obviously, An American Werewolf in London. Now, this is the German version of this, no, the German release of this. It is a 4-disc Ultimate Edition. It comes with all these spectacular extras. Now, I have the Steelbook version of this movie. I have the Blu-ray version of this movie. I have the DVD version. I have the VHS version. And that's just, you know, how much I love this movie. And in fact, the first ever podcast the boys and I are doing, we have this podcast, and it's going to be called Fresh Eyes, Old Scares, Fresh Eyes. Fresh Eyes, Old Scares. Old Scares, Fresh Eyes. Anyways, I'm basically making them watch the movies that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and then we have a podcast. We discuss it, and so this is spectacular. This, for me, is doing it right. If I'm going to rebuy another movie, I want it in a premium format. Now this, again, this is a German production. This was available on Amazon Germany and got sold out like that. There were only 2,626 copies of this made. And this one is, you can see it, version, there you go, 1001. So, there you go. Chris Johnson Music, do I have Titanic Collector's DVD or Blu-ray or whatever? I actually have had the Titanic 2-cassette, double cassette version of the movie. Yeah. I did. And what is this saying? Yeah. German version of the American one for London. Anyway, this is German release. I was able to, so this sold out in like minutes online. Could not get a pre-order for this. They weren't shipping to Canada. Ridiculous. They're starting to pop up on eBay, and I was able to track one down for a really great price. There's a 3-disc edition of this, and there's even which has been released in the UK, but it's not the 4-disc version, and it doesn't come with all of these. Let's focus in here with all these extras. And so let's open this up. We're gonna open this up and see what all this noise is about. So again, dirty, filthy unopener. I mean, if I wanted to, I could just sit on it and like hope it appreciates in value and then try to flip it, but then really, what's the point, right? Like, I have the movie. I didn't get it for the movie. I've got the 4K version of the movie. I actually bought two of the steelbooks, thinking that they were different. They weren't, because I'm an idiot. But I love. Again, this is one of my other passions too. Is collecting movies. I don't like streaming, just because they haven't perfected the technology for it yet, and the buffering drives me crazy. And you know what? When you're streaming, whoever the streaming service is, they control what you can see. You don't own the movie. But this is my version. This is my copy of An American Werewolf in London, right? FSK 16, right? 4-disc HDR. Keep that. So here it is. It's got the back slipcase on it. What I like is it's not glued. Some companies, what they'll do, open this up a bit. They'll hot glue this back slip sleeve on, which pisses me off to no end, to quote Big Trouble in Little China, because then it leaves marks. Like the hot glue, you can peel off, but it leaves a stain in it, and so that's great. You can remove this and keep that in a separate pile. Look at this. Look at this artwork. I love this. Love this, right? Lesher. There's David. Jack. Obviously not heeding the advice, and they were supposed to stick to the road and stay off the moors. They didn't. I love that's the little cutout from here, right? Something's rattling around, and it opens up. Look at that, much like a book, much like a book. Now there's a little bit of damage here. I don't think this is previous. It's not that it was previously opened, but there is some wear and tear here, probably from the discs inside, smacking into it a bunch of times. So we start off with coasters, what everybody loves. The Slaughtered Lamb, East Proctor Brewery. Love it. Now, for those of you who know the movie, this is the name of the pub in the little town that Jack and David go to visit at the very beginning of the movie, and where they meet that kooky cast of townsfolk that kind of sell them out and kick them out, and yet grow a conscience and go hunting for them afterwards to try to save them, right? Here we go. So there's that. That's right, Chris. You like, where David runs. That's probably one of the scariest bits in the movie, when they're out in the moors and the werewolf is tracking them down, and they're running, and you don't see it, but it's scary as hell because you know it's circling them. Now here's a Beware the Moon sticker of the underground. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ooh, you get the original motion picture soundtrack of An American Werewolf in London. Look at that. Did Elmer Bernstein do this? Wow. Yep, Elmer Bernstein. He also, for those of you who don't know, did the soundtrack for the movie The Warriors, and also for Ghostbusters. Elmer Bernstein. Fantastic composer. And you have the prerequisite film in 4K, Ultra HD Blu-ray. So this is a 3-disc version of An American Werewolf in London. And Crash, ooh, very graphic. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, what are these? Oh, these are great. These are the poster cards for the movie that Jack goes into in Piccadilly Circus to talk to Jack. David goes in there to talk to Jack, and I'm gonna. Oh my God! Look away. This is terrible. I'm gonna open this up here, because damn it, why not? See you next Wednesday, X. There's a hilarious little cutscene of the porno that they're watching, and this is the card for that, right? There you go, John Landis. That's right. Now this is the infamous dream within a dream scene. If you haven't seen the movie, like, honestly, do yourself a favor. Do yourselves a favor. Watch the movie. It's fantastic. Just fantastic. Practical effects. Rick Baker at his finest. Great story. Great acting. Really, really scary stuff. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's one of my favorite horror movies from the 80s. Really. Here you go. Poster card. From the director of Animal House. A different kind of animal. Oh, that's cheeky. Very, very cheeky. Masterpiece of terror. Look at that. Movie card from... That's great. From different countries all over the world. That is fantastic. This is the German American Werewolf. Le Loup-garou de Londres. French. And we're back here. We'll also get, ooh, a super cool, super cool poster of, let's do this. The Slaughtered Lamb. And on the other side, an American Werewolf in London poster. An alternate version of it. Which is super cool. Digging that. And then you get, ooh, the booklet. Man or Monster. It's a nice, thick making of booklet. Too bad it's all in German. But that's cool. The collectability. Look at that. This is so brilliantly done. Loving it. Loving it. And then you get to the movie itself, which is in a beautiful slipcase. Again, wow. Look at that. And the 3 discs for the movie, right? Piccadilly Circus, Tottenham Court Road, Hampstead. Bonus material. 4K Blu-ray bonus material here. And the 4th disc would have been the score. So that's the 4K. That's the 4K the 4-disc ultimate edition of an American Werewolf in London, German special edition. Loving it. Keep that in there. Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I need to run to the bathroom, so I'll be back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a flash. Just give me a second. Sorry. When you gotta go, you gotta go. I got too excited. Yeah, and it's like an hour and a half into the live stream, so sorry, I just couldn't concentrate. Here we go. Yes. Gary Lau was writing, too bad Warner Brothers fell flat with Snyder Cut Justice League. My 2-disc Blu-ray looked and sounded great, but really lacking on bonus features. Yeah. I have something else really cool, and I think this is now, as much as I really love this German version of An American Werewolf in London, the one thing I think that really would have put it over the top is if it had a steelbook case for the movie itself. I am just a huge fan of steelbooks. I collect them like I collect Black Series action figures. Wow. And so I've got a very large, I mean, for me, the premium, that's kind of how it started too, with steelbook cases, just a little something different. And I didn't mind paying a premium. Now this is something that came super protected via post. It is the first, I think, my first MANTA Lab version of a movie, and it is the, let's open this up here, Christopher Nolan one-click edition of Dunkirk, his movie. Right. Now, for those of you who don't know, MANTA LAB, they are one of the premier sort of premium movie distributing companies there. And this is, again, it's a huge box set. They're always beautifully done. And this is a numbered series here. It's 400 disc run, 400 copy run. This is number 382 of 400. This is as premium as it gets. This is known as the one click, which means they have 3 different packaging versions of Dunkirk in 3 different sort of, about like with steelbook and with inserts and whatnot. Again, yeah, and so this one is very, very, it's rare. This is a rarity, and for those of you who aren't openers, look away because I'm going to open it. But first, let's concentrate on, let's look at some of the details for this. I don't know if you can see this, but this figure here is embossed on it. There's a slight embossing of the shoreline here. The visual effects are great. The aircraft, the Stukas, the dive bombers, they're embossed as well. So it really gives it a fascinating depth of field sort of effect when you look at that, right? Same thing with the Warner Brothers logo here. It's embossed. And of course, back here. So let's look away. Faint of heart, those who like things pristine. Now, when I'm unboxing something like this, and it's covered with the shrink wrap, I try to do 2 things. I try to open it near the bottom. I'll always use like a razor, something really thin, or I'll find where the shrink wrap sort of puckers up, because that's an easier point to sort of pick up and make a small incision. Yeah, so it's cleaner. And what I want to do is I want to avoid scratching or damaging this surface here. So just like that, and then just there we go. Let the blade do the work, and then you find that seam. What postcards? Oh! Was there pornography on those postcards? I mean, it was of a fake porn movie. I didn't even think about that. Well, I can just trim that segment. Okay, so that's off. Gone. I'm going to pull out now. Pull back a bit. And again, this is not glued on. It's just placed on, right? This is gorgeous. Wow. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's embossed on here. Again, with the men, they're embossed through here. I believe it's just, I should be able to slide it out. Dear God, I hope so. It's not a book. Is it? Is it a book? Oh, is it magnetized? Yeah, it's magnetized. I'm an idiot. So it's a magnetized enclosure, right? The numbering is actually on the bottom. It's a holographic. Michael, you're asking. It's there. It's there. It's focus. 3. So that's what it looks like. 3D2. All right, thanks for sticking around, Justin. And I'll get in touch with you about the email that you sent me. Okay, so yeah, like an idiot, I was like trying to shake it loose. It's magnetized, got a metal flap. Wow. Now this is a lenticular cover right here. There you go. You can see that it's got that really cool effect to it right there. And it's got these strings to pull them up because there are 3 discs, 3 editions. So here's version 1. Version 2. And version 3. And the box itself is lovely. It's like a blue velvet liner. Spared no expense. It's quite gorgeous. It's quite gorgeous. Put this here. And the 3 different versions. They're all, with the exception of this last one, it's lenticular. Right. This is the Tom Hardy pilot character in his Spitfire. This is one of the Frenchmen, I think. And they all have MANTA LAB exclusive cards, and they're individually wrapped. Now, it's the same. The cool thing about it is, oh, there's a bit of a dent there. That's gonna bug me. A little bit of a nick. Hopefully, it's just in the back. The cool thing about this is it's the same movie, but it's a packaging that's different. So, like a lot of the variant comic book covers, this sort of takes a page from that. And what I love is, as well, they're all. Let's see if you can get my focus on that. Focus. They all have the same holographic sticker on it, as in the cover box. So you know they're all from that same set, right? FBOC Live, your 7-year-old daughter says, we watched your whole show and we loved it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. You tell your daughter, thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, this is spectacular. This is so. Let's open one up so you can take a look. Oh, look, even the back. Didn't even notice that. The back of that case. Spine. Use the back of this one. Back of the Spitfire. This is not lenticular, but it's embossed. Right? And it's of the front of the plane. With the rear view mirror. Okay, let's open this up. Now you could, there was a pre-sale for this, I remember, and you had your choice of buying whichever version that you wanted. They were all sold separately. I chose the one-click, which meant all 3 versions, just because, again, that's, if I liked the movie, and I did like Dunkirk a lot, then it was that, I'll shell out extra for the variant covers. I hate that. I hate that so hard. There you go. So again, look at that. Like, that's art. That's what I love. And this is a step above, you know, the regular 4K release that came out. And again, it's a steelbook in here too. Here you go. In for penny, in for pound, right? So it comes with a steelbook case. Dunkirk. This is embossed as well. Punched in. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Back of the movie. Of course, this has the Blu-ray and the 4K discs. Versions included. It comes with a collectible booklet. Cillian Murphy character. Stuck on the hull of the ship. The mole. The sea. The air. So the three different components of the movie. And which was cool when you figured out that the mole, the sea, the air, they all ran at different times. Christopher Nolan is obsessed with the passage of time, as a lot of us have figured out through Tenet, and through a movie like this, and through Memento, one of his earlier features. And that's the thing. It's like once you figure out, okay, it's a week that passes for the mole, like, what is it? A day for the beach, and then an hour for the air. It all makes sense, and that's how they got all the time areas to intersect with each other. Yeah, these are stunning. These are stunning. And again, it's the same booklet, and it's different artwork in these two. And then you have the exclusive MANTA LAB lenticular stickers. No, just the cards themselves. And for expediency's sake, I'm not gonna. I don't know. Should I open these? Should I open these other ones? Let me know. Let me know if you want me to open these ones. Again, it would be just to look at the case itself. Thanks, Chris Johnson Music. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Yeah, these are actually, they're stunning. They're stunning. And there's something about, again, I love having the physical discs in hand. You know, if the internet goes down, I can still watch this. As long as there's power, I can still watch these movies. And I can enjoy them. And again, they are mine. The digital rights aren't going to expire, and I'm suddenly not going to have them in my library, right? No one else is going to be controlling it. It's mine. I bought it. It's mine forever. And certain things that they want to have disappear, like there's an episode of Community. Everybody talks about that. You know, they won't air anymore because they say that the Ken Jeong character is in blackface when he's playing an elf, not a black elf. It's one of those things where it is that controllability and being able to watch what you want. I think is good. And there's something cool about. I think there's something cool about having a physical library itself, be it books or movies or comics or whatever. I just like the tactile feeling of handling something, right? And this is even more gorgeous unwrapped. I mean, it's a spark effect, which is really, really cool. And oh no, the movie's exactly the same. It's the same steelbook, and again, that makes sense too. You're paying for the lenticular cover on it, and the booklet's going to be the same. You're paying for the cover, and that's it. You would have the same steelbook inside. It's just the slip cases are different. And so this last one would have, again, I'm just paying for this cover, but it'll have the same steelbook and the same book on the inside, which is super cool. All right, Scott, you take your dog outside. You pop back on here if I'm still streaming. I got one thing left. It is 9:08. We've been going for like an hour and a half. Hour and a half, a little bit longer than that. Yeah, hour 41. We're still 60 strong. What's people saying? Michael Bussert's asking, did I buy these through a pre-order? Notice that MANTA LAB website is sold out of everything listed. Yeah, it's all pre-order. You got to get on it really, really quick. I was part of a Facebook group that had, they did pre-orders. That group is now defunct, which is kind of good, but kind of bad because now I'm kind of addicted to these premium movie sets, which is great. But the other cool thing is, I mean, they don't have premiums for everything. They have premium sets for like weird movies, like movies that you wouldn't expect to have premium. Like, what was that movie? The one with Harley Quinn, which Birds of Prey. That was odd. Like, but that had like a full-on like premium, and I bought it before having seen the movie. And I haven't seen the movie yet, and I heard I'm not missing much by not seeing the movie. But I got to give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a watch because I got it. John Wick. They got the one click for John Wick 1, 2, and 3. Again, I picked those up on premium through. Is it Manta? I think it's Manta as well. Collector's edition of Leon the Professional. Again. Yeah, so like 4K movies in premium edition. I love the steelbooks for Godzilla vs. Kong, for example. Really hard to get. They're not selling as many 4K steelbooks up in Canada as in the States. Just because, I don't know. I'm told that the 4K market in Canada is much smaller than the States, so they're not going to spend money shipping a bunch of really cool things to Canada, because Canada won't spend money on it, which I think is hogwash. But, whatever. Yeah, so steelbook cases, there's a number of different great companies. Nova Media, they're another great company that does releases, premium releases. Yeah, keep your eyes open for them. I've got a whole whack upstairs that are great. Just love them. And so this is Dunkirk is one of the more expensive. The first time I ever got a one click, but I think I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. I'm just gonna put this back in the case so I can get out of the way and get that final little treat for everybody who stuck around as a reward for an unboxing. This is something that hopefully everybody gets excited about. What are you saying? Resale value on a physical collection is a good decision, Nimbus125. Thank you. I think so. That's if you sell it. Although, it's funny, because having said that, I did just resell. There was I think it was a Nova Media. Was it Nova? No, it was a MANTA LAB version of Drive. And beautiful case with the zipper on it. Like a quilted jacket like that he wears with the zipper on it. It was a one click for all the steels, but it was just Blu-ray. And I think I ordered it. You're gonna kick it out of this, Kevin, by accident. But there was somebody who was part of the Facebook group who loved that movie, and I was more than happy to flip it to him. And in fact, that purchase, him buying that off of me, allowed me to buy This American Werewolf in London, which was a limited edition set, which is kind of spendy. So, you know, it's good. It works that way too. Steve is saying Alien box sets are pretty awesome too. Yeah, you know, the quadrilogy box set was great. Waiting for the 4K version to come out. The 4K version of Alien that came out was spectacular. Oh, the transfer on that was gorgeous. There was another movie we watched last night, the Indiana Jones trilogy, quadrilogy, that just got released on 4K. We just watched Raiders of the Lost Ark. There are scenes in there that look better than they did in 1982 when that film was released. And that's the beauty of doing a remaster off of actual film stock. That collection, Friday the 13th, like the 13-disc edition that just got released, I think a year ago. I think Shout Factory had it. They pulled a 4K, and it's in Blu-ray, but they used a 4K transfer off of the actual 35mm stock, film stock, and it looks amazing. Like, the picture quality is tremendous. So, when it can do it right, it's so worth it. It's so worth it to pick up that box set. Okay. What's this Gary's talking about in terms of Disney is apparently ceasing all home video distribution in Southeast Asia starting at the end of this month. What? That's nuts. Godzilla vs. Kong doesn't even come out in home video until early July in Hong Kong. Wow. Disney Plus. Oh, because they want to switch to streaming. That's really interesting. That's interesting. You know, until they can actually fix it, I'm still not a huge fan. It's convenient, but I'm not a fan of streaming. If I had my druthers, I'd rather watch stuff on physical disc. Just my opinion. Tommy K, Indiana Jones is just a trilogy in your opinion? Yeah. No, I have to admit, it's just those three, and then, you know, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and then the one that just got delayed, Indy 5, because Harrison Ford got hurt in a fight rehearsal. Dude's pushing 80. I don't know, man. It's just, you know, between him getting crushed on the set of Star Wars The Force Awakens and then crashing his airplane, like, maybe we should take it easy on poor Harrison there and, you know, not kill him while making a movie. Okay. Here it is. I'm gonna truck it out here. Let me get it out. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers have already seen this. Boom. This is what I'm holding out. I had a friend go to Galaxy's Edge. Ooh, look at that. It's the tape. This is the packing tape that was on it. I thought I'd removed it. Galaxy's Edge in Florida. Florida? No. And I gave him a whack of money to pick up a couple of legacy lightsabers for me. Sadly, the ones that I wanted, the Ahsoka Tano ones, were sold out. And had been sold out for a while now. But they did have plenty of Black Series, Grief Karga, and Queel action figures there. Much to his chagrin, he showed me pictures and pictures, rows upon rows, of Grief Karga and Queel. So it's a gorgeous case. I love it. Push button to open. Once you open it, there you go. So I got the next best thing, which was Leia's lightsaber. I got Leia's. All the other ones I already had a version of, so I didn't really want to double dip on them. Really wanted the Ahsoka ones, didn't get them, but this is Leia's. I'm gonna pull it out. I figured there's no Black Series Force Effects version of this coming out anytime soon that I've seen. I love the orange coloring of it. I love the hybrid version of like Luke's and Obi-Wan's. You know, Leia's arguably one of the more powerful than Luke was. So that's cool. It's heavy. It's got great weight to it. And it was really cool. He sent to me. He shipped it up to me via UPS. I got dinged with huge import taxes. Because they screwed up in the paperwork and said this was worth over $1,000. It is not worth over $1,000, but I paid duties on it. The duties I paid on this was almost more than the lightsaber itself. So we're trying to get that fixed. Anyways, so this is it, and I had to wait. Had to wait for the blade. It's just the hilt, no blade. So it's like, okay, so when is the blade coming? So we sent it in another package. And it came in a box, but this is gorgeous. So this is super smart. It's a blade bag. And the details on this are pretty sweet. They've got the little Rebel insignia, rank insignia on there. It's padded. It's got these great magnetic enclosures. Right? Lightsaber sheath. You can carry more than one. It's padded in here, and so this is it. This is the blade that comes with it, right? You just sort of 3D. Ooh, Dr. Tongue. Yeah. So this is the Neopixel Blade that comes with it, and I was like, okay, so how do I get it onto this thing? because the blade emitter is very narrow and the base is very wide, so it's not going to fit in here. Then I realized, oh, wait a minute, idiot. This blade attachment comes undone. So you're like, okay, that's cool, that comes undone. But it's like, okay, so it's still not going to fit in here. It's not going to fit through here. So how do I get the blade? How do I get the blade in? Well, check this out. So in this case, underneath is the attachment hidden. It's very clever how they've packaged this. So the attachment for the blade is here. Right? Look at that. Look at that. So now look at the difference here. Right? These are the same, you know, the same knobs that are here. But look at the thickness difference between this and this. And this is the Force FX to a T. My only gripe about the Force FX blades are they have to be super thick, or they don't have to be. They chose it to be super thick in order to house the Neopixel blades. And it kind of takes away from the screen accuracy of, and this just pops right on. Right on there. Like that. But look at, it's, you lose that, it's chunky. That's it. It's a minor gripe. You got a lightsaber. What are you complaining about, right? And then, this inserts into here. Well, first I'm going to take the blade guard out. There's a little thing right here. Well, it goes in one way, and then you twist it, push, and twist it. You can hear that sound, and then so now right? So it's cool. It's really cool. There you go. It's a gorgeous saber. I mean, I'm not gonna, and that's cool. Like when you disengage the blade, and you have that option. You have the option of actually having it with a blade if you want, and it's sturdy enough. If you want to smash it around a little bit, it'll probably survive a couple of dings. But that's I mean, and that's the thing. Like the Force FX blades, I will admit, like they're chunkier. They're chunkier. They always have been. Yeah, and you kind of go, well, they kind of have to be for this or that because of the electronics and stuff. Now I want to show you something here. Once I get this done, so you go, oh yes, but the technology doesn't exist yet where they can be thin and accurate looking. I've got this thing here, custom saber. This is from Argo Sabers, and this is the Luke. This is a custom Luke version. It's not Force FX, not Master Replicas. It's from Argo Sabers. Return of the Jedi Luke version. It's nice and shiny. It's not all beat up yet. But it has the same functionality, and yet it is still thin. The technology is there. I don't know why, whether there's a cost thing or this or that, but the technology is there to insert a blade, this blade, into here. And it's got actually more sound features. Now it's a bit annoying because there's no indicator light and you have to press a button for a certain number of seconds, and usually there's a light that flashes. But because of this build, there is no visible light, so you have to count it out and guesstimate and hope to heck it works. But this blade fits right in here. There's a little knob that you can, there's a little screw that you can screw in to secure it into place. And are the batteries dead? The batteries are dead. I didn't charge the batteries. But it does the same thing. In fact, it has more functionality to it than the Leia one. But the only thing I will say, what I don't like about this is when it starts up, it's like the flashlight effect. There's no Neopixel where it ramps up and it shuts down. It's just like on or off. And I think I can get it. I think I can get a version of it where it does actually have that effect. You can get it, that effect, but I've been lazy about looking into it and stuff. But that's my only gripe, really, about this custom made Luke lightsaber, is that it doesn't, the Neopixel on the blades doesn't, yeah. But if you look at it, I mean, looks great, right? It's not officially licensed, right? It's not officially licensed, but as a replica prop, like, hey, it's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. These are sharp. These were just, they're extremely sharp. That's a bit of a, but there you go. Tamur is saying, what are you saying there? Finally got a stunt saber, not screen accurate, but nice and slim. Well, that's cool. That's cool. And for some reason, my mouse isn't working anymore. That's odd. It's very odd. Well, that's gonna make it interesting. Back. Well, it's 9:25. We've been running for 2 hours. PJ May is asking, have I seen the new retractable sabers that are going to be at Galaxy's Edge? Yeah, no, those are cool. And in fact, I've seen how they work, and it's much like, let me just get this here. It's much how these work. See, it goes, this rolls out, comes up, you can lock it in place, right? And then you can, like that. So basically the premise is the same, where they have it on, it's motorized, and this would be much wider, like a half circle, and there'd be two of them. And so when you engage the motors, they go, and they would be lit up from within, and this would be transparent, obviously. And then, you know, when you click it, it would retract. The only caveat is, if you hit something, you might wreck the blade. That being said, I don't usually go around hitting things with my lightsabers. Like maybe my arm to make the clashing sound, but I don't hit anything hard with it because I don't want to break them. So that's the other one. I'm really hoping that, yeah, I'm really hoping that they come out and they're a little bit more sturdy, but you never know. You never know. The Hacksmith lightsaber is not really lightsaber. That's more of like a plasma torch gone nuts. They got to carry on that huge battery pack with it, and it's extremely hot, which is cool. But I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm just trying to see why. You can see from here, I'm trying to get my trackpad to work, but it's not working. I don't know. Does anybody know how to reconnect via Bluetooth? Maybe. What's going on here? Maybe if I get. I'm gonna try this. Well, that ain't it. I gotta find the right cable. I've got to find the right cable to. I need to get my mouse pad back. Or not. Or not. It's weird. It's weird. Did I see it? Yes, it won't be. Yeah. Well, here. The deck still works. Is it battery powered? FBOC Live. I think we're talking about, if you're talking about the Hacksmith thing, yeah, it is battery powered. It needs an incredible amount of power to operate, because it's basically a plasma torch, I think. No, it is battery powered. Yes, the trackpad is, but I did charge it up. I charged it up, and now I'm just looking for the special. There's a USB-C to USB-C cable that has gone missing. Why? Because nothing can be easy. But that doesn't matter. I don't really need it right now. Gotta go. Hey, Tamer, thank you so much. Oh, you're Germany. Thank you so much for joining. Honestly, that's amazing. Thank you. It's making Apple look. Yeah, maybe try turning it off and on again. It's off. Now it's back on. See, this is what I love. Everybody is giving me great advice. And nope. It's still not working. Still not working. Matters not. Matters not. My Steam Deck is still working. There you go. Now it's gone. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it. Thank you so much for joining. Such an awesome evening as always. We went 2 hours. Man, that's so much fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. Not you guys. I hope everyone had fun. I'm trying to get away from saying guys. It's a bad habit. It's an old way of talking to a group of people. I'm trying to be better at that, so please forgive me. But thank you for joining. It means a lot. Hey, today in Toronto, we broke a world record in terms of number of people vaccinated in one clinic. It was over 25,000 down at Scotiabank Plaza, Scotiabank Centre, the ACC, where the Leafs played hockey. It's an incredible accomplishment. The feeling of optimism is everywhere. We're loving it. Summer's upon us. If we keep going, staying this course, COVID's going to be a distant memory, and I can't wait to get back to normal. There's going to be a big party. I'm throwing a big party. Stormcrow Manor. I'm going to say it right now. I'd love for everybody to join when it's possible. I'm looking forward to that. But everybody, thank you so much for joining. Honestly, this makes my week, being able to do this. So come back next Sunday, and we're going to have more geeky things to do, more unboxings, more chatting, more discussion. Until then, please stay safe. Keep wearing a mask because you still have to. Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated. Keep washing your hands. Stop touching your face. Be kind to each other. Okay. See you.